The Middle East stands on the edge of all-out war. Iran launched over 100 missiles at Israel, striking both military and civilian targets near Tel Aviv. Dozens are wounded, and the cycle of retaliation intensifies after Israel's recent strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. The death toll in Iran from Israeli attacks has surpassed 200, deepening the crisis. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu accuses Iran of plotting international assassinations, escalating global concern. World leaders, including the EU, condemn Iran and urge de-escalation, but the region remains a powder keg. The world watches, hoping for a diplomatic breakthrough before the conflict spirals further. In India, investigators have recovered the cockpit voice recorder from the Air India crash that killed 270 people. U.S. experts join the probe as families await answers. Meanwhile, Taiwan tightens export controls on Chinese tech giants Huawei and SMIC, aligning with U.S. policy and escalating the global chip war. Taiwanese firms now need government approval to export high-tech goods to China, dealing a blow to Beijing's semiconductor ambitions. This move highlights Taiwan's pivotal role in the U.S.-China tech rivalry. The battle for technological dominance is reshaping global alliances. The G7 summit in Canada is dominated by the Israel-Iran conflict, as leaders scramble to prevent a wider war. South Korea and India join the talks, signaling a push to expand the coalition of democracies against China and Russia. Beijing denounces the G7 stance as Cold War posturing. Meanwhile, Russia intensifies attacks on Ukraine, targeting energy and industry, while Ukraine pleads for more support. President Zelensky warns of further strikes and calls for tougher sanctions and air defenses. The ongoing repatriation of Ukrainian soldiers' bodies underscores the war's heavy toll. Europe remains on edge as conflicts threaten global stability. A new SIPRI report warns of a dangerous new nuclear arms race as arms control treaties unravel. Major powers are modernizing arsenals, raising the risk of nuclear conflict. In Africa, Nigeria partners with Hikvision to expand AI-powered security, reflecting a tech-driven push for stability. South Africa reels from deadly floods with climate change blamed for the rising toll. In Brazil, China's Belt and Road Initiative advances with a landmark bridge project, deepening economic ties. Global alliances and rivalries are shifting as nations seek security and growth. Middle East tensions rattle global markets with oil fears hitting Australian and New Zealand bonds. Amazon announces a $13 billion investment in Australian data centers and solar farms, fueling the region's digital growth. In sports, Ukrainian boxers Novitsky and Serenko prepare for a high-profile Wembley bout symbolizing national resilience. The FIVB Men's Volleyball Nations League sees Turkey claim its first win of the season against China. International competition continues to unite and inspire even amid global uncertainty. That's the World Wrap for today. Subscribe for daily updates on these stories and more.